Welcome to our podcast. Today we're diving into the fascinating math behind how net worth takes off after that initial 100K breakthrough.
I'm really excited about this, especially how compound interest really transforms your savings once you cross that threshold.
Absolutely. It's like once you put in that hard-earned first 100K, the power of compounding starts doing some heavy lifting, right?
Yep, definitely. I mean, think about it. The first 100K takes years because you're essentially pushing every single dollar by your own two hands. But after that, every dollar you add multiplies the effect of compound interest.
Exactly. For example, consider someone saving 10K a year at a 7% annual return. It's calculated that the first 100K might take almost 8 years. But then, to add the next 100K, it only takes about 5 years and then even less time after that.
That's mind-blowing, and it really shows that once your savings reach a critical mass, even fixed contributions get supercharged by the magic of interest growth.
Right? It's like your money is setting up a little factory that works over time once you have enough equipment. That is, once your accumulated savings have reached that threshold.
I like that analogy. It really drives home how that extra interest starts to matter.
Now, the post also points out that even if you're not investing all in one bucket, the math holds, whether you have everything in a 401k or spread across different accounts. As long as the total adds up to that critical 100k, the compound effect is there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not about the vehicle itself, but the sheer power of having that amount already saved up that makes the interest, non-negligible.
Right? And the post really nails it by saying that the process is universal. It doesn't matter if you're saving 10K, 25K, or even 5Ks a year. The math just scales according to the compound interest formula.
But here's a thought. Don't you think using a flat 7% return might be a bit optimistic? I mean, some people might argue for more conservative returns around 4% or so, depending on how diversified or risk-averse your investments are.
That's a good point. The author did note that 7% might be a stretch for some, but also mentioned that if you're able to save more as your income increases, that could more than make up for a lower rate.
Yeah, right. As you progress in your career, your savings rate might pick up, and that additional money works with compound interest to push you along even faster. Exactly,
it's like a snowball effect. The initial 100K might be the hardest part, but after that, every extra bit has a multiplier effect.
And what's really inspiring is that even if you feel discouraged because it takes forever to reach that first 100K, as soon as you get there, the progress is exponential.
Right, that's why the blog emphasizes not to be disheartened by the slow start. It's all about understanding that early years will be more painstaking, but then, once your net worth scales upward, each additional 100K takes less time.
Exactly. Kind of like running a marathon where the first few miles are a slog, but then you hit your stride and the finish line looks a lot closer than you thought.
I like that. It's really interesting how the writer even included charts showing the time required to save each additional 100K across different interest rates and annual savings amounts.
Yup, and those graphs really bring home how dynamic and powerful compound interest is. Knowing the numbers is one thing, but seeing them visualized like that makes it almost tangible.
Absolutely. And there's also the element of debt that comes into play. The blog points out that compound interest works both ways. For savings, it's like a friend that awards you bonus cash, but for debt, it can quickly overwhelm you if you let it build up.
True, yeah. It's a reminder to be cautious with debt, because even small amounts can snowball over time if you're only paying, say, interest initially and not the principal.
Totally. And that contrast between investing and debt is such a crucial lesson. What starts small can either help you grow or drive you into a financial hole, depending on whether you're earning interest or paying it.
Right, absolutely. It's a double-edged sword. Exactly. It's the same math, but in reverse. You might be pleasantly surprised with compounding returns, but the same compounding can work against you in debt if you're not careful.
And another key point in the blog is the psychological impact, the mental shift when you hit that six-figure mark. Even though 100K isn't rich by any means, it gives you that financial flexibility and security that can change how you approach money.
Yep, I totally agree. Yeah, because once you have that milestone, you're not just slowly inching forward, your money literally starts making more money. there's that feeling of euphoria and triumph, which can be super motivating.
For sure. It's like when you finally put that stamp on a long-awaited project, every bonus thereafter feels even sweeter. It's an emotional win as much as it is a financial one.
And what's great is that the author even went into real-life anecdotes from people who experienced this. Like his wife just crossed the threshold, and now she can see her savings snowballing.
Right. Those personal stories make it all more tangible and relatable. It's not just abstract mathematics, it's real people's lives and financial journeys.
I know, right? And it also highlights that everyone's journey is a bit different. Some folks might hit that 100K mark sooner if they're saving more aggressively, while others might take their time.
Exactly. And the blog even includes a case for different savings amounts. Imagine someone saving 25K less per year versus 10Ks per year. It really underscores the importance of contributing as much as you can as early as you can.
Well said. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Maybe we ought to all challenge our saving habits a little bit more to see that exponential growth kick in.
Yeah, indeed. It's like you're building your own little financial rocket, and once the fuel, compound interest, is added, you're propelled forward faster than you expected.
That's a cool way to put it. But one thing I'd like to challenge here is the assumption that reaching 100K makes the rest of the journey significantly easier. I mean, while the math is sound, real life sometimes throws curveballs, like market downturns or unexpected expenses.
That's a very valid point. The numbers assume a steady 7% return and constant saving, but in reality, there are fluctuations. Still, I think the fundamental message holds true. Once you're that far in, the mechanisms of compound interest really do kick your net worth into high gear.
Yes, agreed. And it's good to remember that the charts are conservative in some ways. They don't even factor in potential income increases over time or windfalls like tax returns.
Precisely. Those would only serve to widen the gap even further, accelerating that snowball effect. It's a call to action too. Maybe increase your savings rate when possible.
It's like investing in yourself as well. The more you contribute, the more your money works for you.
Right? And that dual effect of faster net worth growth while also feeling that financial empowerment is what makes this whole concept so motivating.
Absolutely. Another fascinating detail from the post was the alternative viewpoint on debt. The same math that compounds savings works to compound debt if you're not careful.
Yes, that's a crucial reminder. When you're paying down debt, especially ones with high interest rates, the early payments mostly go towards the interest, making the reduction process feel painfully slow until you finally shift into paying more principal.
That's key. It really highlights why financial discipline is so important. Whether you're building your savings or paying off your debt, understanding how compounding works is essential.
And it's not just about the math, it's also about psychology. Hitting that 100K mark gives you a real boost in confidence, allowing you to make bigger, smarter financial decisions.
Right you are? It's the kind of moment where you think, okay, I've made it this far, so why not leverage that momentum?
Exactly. And even though the journey to that first 100K is arduous, the momentum gained thereafter can significantly alter your financial trajectory. It teaches us the importance of starting early, even if progress is slow at first.
Yes, yeah. And it's empowering for anyone who's on that journey. Even if you haven't hit that milestone yet, just knowing how powerful compound interest is can be a game changer in your saving strategy.
Absolutely. The math here is a solid foundation for making informed decisions about our personal finances, reminding us that every little bit counts until it all starts to compound like a runaway train.
Exactly. A runaway train indeed. Well, this discussion really drives home the importance of patience and persistence when it comes to building your net worth.
For sure, it's a journey. And smart saving habits combined with understanding compound interest can make that journey a lot less daunting and a lot more rewarding in the long run.
Absolutely. All right, thanks for this in-depth conversation. It's been a great reminder of why that first 100K, challenging as it is, truly marks just the beginning of an exciting financial journey.
And thank you for joining in. Keep saving smart and let compound interest do its magic.